look, look how silly he looks. Look at that. All right, so I was filming some drive-by angles, and I go this way to go get ready for the drive-by angle. There's a racer down there that I caught. I drive past my camera, get up over this hill, and then this eastern black king snake is crossing the road. So 2 snakes, I couldn't even film them because my camera was set up filming me drive by. And so this guy is the juvenile black racer. Let me see if I can get my phone to focus on it. Let's get this guy a plain background. There we go. This is a juvenile black racer. And if you look closely, you can actually see some pattern on this. And these guys hatch out with a full pattern, almost resembling like a rat snake or like a milk snake. And then with each progressive shed, as they get older, they get darker. This guy's kind of a steely gray with a little bit of pattern showing on some parts of his body. So this is maybe, you know, like a 1-year-old or last year's hatch black racer. And this is the typical racer defensive behavior, just flop around, go crazy. They do a lot better when you're handling them. If you can kind of get them a little bit higher than you are, they like to periscope, and they're very observant. Those big eyes, these guys are sight hunters, and they eat other snakes, other reptiles, amphibians, really anything they can get a hold of. Their scientific name is Coluber constrictor, and they actually do not constrict. They just eat really fast, kind of like a mini indigo snake. All right, so I'm doubtful I'm going to get any photos of this guy. He's definitely not in the mode to sit still, but I am going to release him over here. You can just watch how fast this guy's going to disappear. Look at that. So quick. See you later, buddy. So I'm going to attempt to get some photos of this awesome king snake. This thing is full of energy, so we'll see how it goes. Sometimes kings can either kind of be wriggly, or they can sometimes kind of calm down. So we'll see how this one does. So what I really like about the king snakes is they're just so gorgeous. Even this one, you know, being a black king with the reduced chain pattern, I mean, still just a beautiful snake. Like that cream color on the shiny black. These guys are powerful constrictors. They eat other snakes. Very well known for eating venomous snakes. These guys love making meals out of copperheads and small cottonmouths, even rattlesnakes in parts of their range. But I mean, this snake would easily eat that racer, a water snake. And one of the things that I find that king snakes really like, especially this time of year, is turtle eggs. King snakes are kind of burrowers. Like that nose, they really use it well to kind of get under leaf litter, get under sand. And this time of year, they have a really strong sense of smell for turtle eggs. And I've many times been walking the banks along a stream such as this and found a king snake just rooting around in the sand looking for turtle eggs. And it's, you know, it's kind of a bummer. I love turtles, but, you know, if something's going to predate them and eat their eggs, I mean, I would rather it be something that naturally does it as opposed to something like an armadillo that's way out of range, or overpopulated raccoons, you know, stuff like that. So they fill a really awesome role, and they're just really great snakes. King snakes are, you know, awesome. These are probably my favorite overall species of snakes, is the king snakes, especially the eastern groups of king snakes. I even have a Florida king snake that I take with me for educational shows and introducing people to snakes, because, I mean, you can see this is a wild snake and he's just totally comfortable to kind of hang out on my hand. So we're going to go ahead and release this guy over here in some woods. All right, so here we are, trying to get another decent looking striped neck musk turtle. And so you've got to be in this flowing cold water trout stream type habitat. And so what I'm gonna be looking for is some decent looking adults hanging out on the bottom, eating Alimia snails off of these rocks. Oh boy, this is hard to walk in. And just gonna be looking for them. And hopefully we find a really nice example, because I really want a nice photograph of a striped neck musk turtle. Ideally one with a nice big head. I mean, that's kind of the ultimate form that they take, is when they get those tremendous heads for eating snails. So that's what I'm looking for, is a really nice adult, something that really exemplifies what these guys look like. So that's my photo goal for today. I'm out here walking around, gonna try and find one. So let's see how we do. Hey, I see a turtle. This is gonna be a little treacherous. I'm gonna try and catch it, but I'm gonna have to set the phone down. So let's see if I can catch this turtle. I'll be right back. All right, so I ended up catching a really nice male river cooter. Look at that guy, he's got the round iris, he's got the long claws, got that really flat shape. So this is what was previously known as the hieroglyphic river cooter, and then now they're all just lumped together as eastern river cooters. But these guys are the ones kind of more from like the ridge and valley, the mountains, parts of the Piedmont. And they're a flatter river cooter, really big flared out marginals. And then they also tend to have a round iris. So pretty neat. Again, considered just to be an eastern river cooter, but I always like finding these guys. And look at how streamlined this guy is. And he's actually hanging out in this little kind of cutback because the river is flowing super hard right now. And I think he was just looking for a place to kind of hang loose. So I'm gonna get some photos of him, then we'll let him go. All right, so going to set this guy down and let him go back in the stream. There you go. Before I was even ready, there he goes. Awesome. So once again, my tools of the trade are gonna be my polarized trout fishing glasses. I don't know, let's see if we can, if you can see, they really help being able to see through any glare on the water and really cuts through the water. So I'm gonna be using these to try and get through here. GoPro, if you make a polarized filter for your GoPros, please let me know and send me one. I'd love to use it for these videos. Until then, the polarized stuff is just kind of on my head, on my eyes. Essential to a good peltifer habitat is going to be snails. And if you look here at the bottom, even in this sandy area, all those little black dots are snails. Those are Elimia snails. And that is one of their favorite things to eat. And what they develop those expanded crushing surfaces and huge heads for is eating these snails. Same types of snails you're gonna see in the Florida Springs and other rivers, but here in these streams, they're just so concentrated that the striped neck musk turtles are feeding on them almost exclusively. All right, so right here in front of me, center of the screen, little juvenile striped neck musk turtle. Look at this guy. Oh, you are probably maybe a year or two old. Ah, and you came with a bonus corbicula clam. Look at that. Let's see if we can get that off your toe. Oh, it's closed on your toe. There we go, we got it off. Look at that guy, how cute. I love these guys. And yeah, that's probably 2 years old. These guys hatch out really, really tiny, almost like the size of a dime. So it takes a while, and these are one of the more slow growing musk turtles. It takes a while to reach adulthood, and so you will, if you know where to look, find a lot of these little juveniles. They have that nice little well-developed keel down the back. Cute little face. Let's put him back. There you go, buddy. Bye! Also, my footwear today is a little bit limited. I have this, the Timothy Chalamets on right now, and they are not very grippy. Let's see, it looks like a female, but we'll see when we get up on it. It is right in front of me. Really hard to see with this glare, but she is right there. Let's see if we can get this one. Oh, there we go. Look at that. What an old tank, huh? That is cool. So yeah, this is exactly what I was looking for. A nice adult striped neck musk turtle. And let's see, this appears to be, okay, I don't feel any eggs in this girl. But man, look at those developed jaws. She has been eating a lot of snails for a very long time. She has a large head, large jaw muscular, lots of large jaw musculature. And then they develop this kind of skin on the bottom. It actually helps them absorb some oxygen from this rich flowing water environment. That is such a nice striped neck musk turtle. Scenic. It's pretty cool. I'm gonna go up this way. See if we see anything up through here. This is really good too. This like kind of shallow riffly stuff. Really good for the musk turtles will actually kind of work their way up in here, picking snails off of these rocks. But one of their other favorite ones, and it's a really good meal for them if they can get one, is a crayfish. And you get these flat rocks like this, you're gonna have a lot of crayfish. And you will see from time to time kind of dismembered crayfish, and that's from the turtles. Nice big striped neck musk turtle right here ahead of me. I'm gonna do a quick scan, make sure there's no others that I'm gonna miss when I go to grab this one, but definitely a large one right here in front of me. Look at that. Shape-wise, it still looks like another female. Come here. Oh, look at that. Yep, another old female, but just an incredible looking turtle. She was just down there just rummaging around like they do, being a little musk turtle. But she has got some miles on her. You can see her stripes are less developed than the previous female. But she's also just a much older turtle. Look at that. Got a big dent. Let's see, oh, and she's full of eggs. I can actually palpate eggs right here in front of the rear leg. So because she is full of eggs, I don't want to bother her too much. So we're just going to go and just straight up just let her go. We don't want to bother her. We don't want anything to interfere with her depositing those eggs. So you can see her kind of going across the bottom down there. Bye! And then let's see. Man, can we find a male? A male is primarily what I'm looking for. Let's see if we can find one. Usually they're in the vicinity of the females. Here's another one. Ta-da! This could be a male. This one's pretty beat up. It could be a female. Let's see. That's a male. There we go. You're really small, really young, but look at those brightly colored jaws. So here we have a male striped neck musk turtle, and you can tell it's a male. It has that much more tapered snout. Large tail on the back, and there's like also some rough patches on the inside of the rear legs. And the males, they have this combat thing that they do where they attack each other and bite off the rear marginals. So that lets you know that there's a larger, more dominant male in the area, and that also the population is dense enough that these guys are kind of in conflict regularly. But man, the colors on this guy are just phenomenal. Look at that beautiful olive green. There's like little tinges of orange and yellow, brightly patterned jaws. I mean, man, these turtles are just gorgeous. Bright colored iris, little pinky kind of nose. This guy's awesome. But we're gonna let him go and see if we can find some more. I'm gonna grab a couple pictures of him. All right. Here you go, bud. Bye-bye. Man, they blend in so well with all this like kind of cobblestone on the bottom. So just like we talked about earlier, this is a sign that striped neck musk turtles are nearby. Pieces of crayfish, they just, you know, chomp them up and eat them and kind of discard. The claws are usually one of the first things discarded when they eat a crayfish. And I believe this is a Kusa crayfish. If I'm able to find one that's actually alive, these are a gorgeous, very colorful crayfish. All right, so we got another striped neck musk turtle right here. Come here. Ooh, this is another. Ooh, that's a pretty old male. Look at that big old tail. Look at that. That's a big old head. Look how silly he looks. Look at that. That's so cool. That's a big head. That is an impressive old male. Look at that. That is a huge noggin. Not the biggest I've seen, but definitely up there. Let's get some photos of this guy. So yeah, when you see this kind of doorstop shape, you can see how the shell started growing in an upward direction to be able to give room for him to withdraw that huge head into the shell. And you can also tell the older ones have like a huge area of skin on the plastron. And just like we saw with that smaller male, this guy has lots and lots of damage on his shell. He even has, this looks like some old infection that he recovered from. But man, this guy's seen a lot. What an impressive striped neck musk turtle. There you go, buddy. There you go. You can do it. You can do it. Oh, there we go. Well, all right, so I kind of have a spot picked out and gonna shoot some photos of this striped neck musk turtle and get a photo going. So I'm gonna try and set this phone up so you can watch me take a photo, I guess. All right, so I managed to get some photos of this awesome female striped neck musk turtle. Had a great day out here. Lots of clear water, and we're just gonna let her do her thing. Go back into her stream. And there she goes. Just right there on the bottom. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.